your man, Kil.
It's Dr. Roz.
This time we're going to answer some questions.
Yes, so Kil got an accessory.
This ain't an accessory. A hat is not an accessory.
It is.
No, it's not.
It's part of the outfit.
It's part of the outfit.
There you go. It's an accessory.
It's not an accessory.
It is.
No, it's not.
What'd you say? You put it on switch up the look?
Yeah.
Boom. That's what we do with our jewelry. Switch up the look. Don't be mad because I done flipped it on you.
You ain't flipped nothing on me. First of all, there's a big difference. Hold on. Let me show everybody this joint right here. Look at that. That is a Phillies 1952 All-Star Game fitted retro. That's nothing you just gonna cop from downtown at the gallery. Okay? Now it's a mall in downtown Philly. You with the Wonder Woman bracelets on, I mean, you can probably cop them anywhere.
You can't. These are specifically made.
Whatever. All I'm saying is I guess what I gotta say is mine is flyer than yours. Then I guess that's what I'm saying.
These are one of a kind. For men, of course. I like your hat.
Yeah. It's a 1952.
And I'm sure women love my jewelry. It works. Even if they don't, I love it. It works for me.
And that's all that matters.
That is all that matters.
That's all that matters. See, for me, I like, and my man Bobito Garcia had a book out called.
What's the name?
Bobito Garcia. He has a book out called Where'd You Get Those? It's about sneaker fashion throughout the years. So as men and as dudes, one of the things, you know what? I'm not even gonna, nah.
Let's get to the question.
Let's get to the question. I'm a 37-year-old black female who's attractive, smart, and has a very good career in IT. I've been in and out of relationships for the past 5 years, with none of them being very serious, not because I don't want them to be, but I guess it's the guys I attract. One of my closest friends told me I should try online dating, but I've been leery of doing it. Maybe it's because I'm old school and want to meet someone face to face, or I'm just scared of knowing my luck I'll end up with someone who's lied on their dating profile. What do you guys think about online dating, and do you think I should get over my fear of it?
Well, here's the reality. Social networking has really just been amazing for us here lately in terms of getting to know people, getting to meet new people. So I don't really see anything wrong with online dating. But I think there are a couple of rules that you should have if you do plan to date online. Never give out your address, your real address. Drive your own car. And this, you should do this even if you meet someone in person and they ask you out. Drive your own car until you feel very comfortable about letting this person know where you live. And never really give way too much information to where they can stalk you. I mean, I think it should be very vague in terms of what you put on your profile, because you never know who's looking at it. So I wouldn't give out too much of my job information because you can be tracked down. Of course I wouldn't give out my home information because that's just crazy. Even your telephone number, because I think you could communicate through some of those sites, so you don't have to give that information up right away. So until you feel very comfortable with the person. Now that depends, and you feeling comfortable depends on your level of comfort. I can't tell people, their level of comfort. But even then, even on the first couple of dates, you need to drive yourself, or if you're not a driver, if you, excuse me, live in a city like New York or whatever, take a cab there. Do not take the same cab home, because then he's going to get your address. She's going to get your address. So you just there's a couple of things to be mindful about. I don't necessarily think that that online dating is a bad thing. I've known a couple of people who are now married due to online relationships, and it's been fine. I think it really just depends on the people, but I think you just have to be very careful in what you put on your profile, what you put out about yourself, because how you introduce yourself on that profile is what people are going to know about you. So you want to make sure you give them the true definition of what it is that you want, I think. What are your thoughts?
I guess I'm coming into the 21st century. Are we in the 21st century?
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah, sounds So I guess I'm understanding. I mean, I think online dating is just like regular dating. I think it's kind of just like what Roz just said. I know some people who have struck it rich on online dating and came up and met some dope people. And I know some people who have struck out on online dating. But it's the same thing just like dating in real life. I know some people who came up on some dope blind dates. I know some people who've had some horrible blind dates. So I think it's just...
Blind?
I said blind.
Oh, I was like blind.
Blind dates. So I just think it's coming into, you're 37, I'm 38, so we kind of like the same age. So it's one of those things, like I said, when it first started for me, I'm like, online date, like, nah, that's whack, you know. You could, I think my biggest beef is that, again, it goes back to what I talked about last time with Roz, was being fake. And that's being fake as a man or a woman, because at least when you meet up with someone, well, no, going back to what I just said with Roz, you really don't know what you meet when you meet somebody. They may not be light-skinned. Well, no, I'm just saying, because with your profile pic, you can put whatever picture you want.
Up,
So, you know, but then the same thing with you women, y'all come into the club with your profile pic. That's what I'm going to start calling y'all. That's your profile pic. Is the fakeness. That's your profile pic.
My profile pic is cute, and it's on me. It's real.
With that fake here.
This ain't my profile pic. I'm talking about my real profile
pic.
No,
but when you come to the club, when you come to the club, when you come to the bar, yeah, that's your profile.
But see, this is functional because my hair is naturally curly. So that ain't got nothing to do with this. Go ahead.
So I just think, you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's just like Roz said, you just gotta be mindful of, you know, not giving out too much info. And I think we're living in a society where we just put just too much info out. Like, I literally, Facebook is so out of control that I really believe that you could get shot and somebody will probably Instagram a picture of their wound and put it on Facebook while they're in the ambulance. They be tweeting, I'm in the ambulance right now, the medic's trying to do. We've just got to a point where we put any and everything on. Like, if you get shot and the first thing on your mind is, I gotta update my Facebook profile, you're addicted to Facebook. Like, there's a problem. I was reading this thing, I think it was in another country. The dude got caught robbing, I think, an internet cafe because they had to wait for, I guess, everybody to leave. But while they were casing the joint, he was on Facebook and forgot to close out his account. And then he robbed the place, and that's how they got caught. If you're about to go rob someplace and you're so unfocused that you're on Facebook, you deserve to get caught. You do. So I just think that we've just become too, and that's why a lot of celebrities on Twitter always have to delete tweets, because what you're taught to really be on Twitter and get a lot of followers, you have to literally tweet what you're thinking. But I mean, some of the things you're thinking is,
to that too.
You know, it's kind of like, I think it was that Mel Gibson movie back in the day about
Holly Robinson Pete just got 50 Cent real bad.
Oh, where happened?
Yeah, he I don't know if he was, I don't know, I think it was me, don't give me the line, but he had said something to the effect, you look autistic.
To Holly Robinson Pete?
To, I think, Meat Mill or somebody, some other rapper. You look autistic, and Holly Robinson lit him up. And I think Tony Braxton. I mean, like, all these people who are dealing with this, who have children that are autistic. I mean, that's really an insensitive thing to say.
No, it is. But that's the thing. And with that Mel Gibson movie, it was like when he could read women's minds or something like that. Yeah, and that's initially, that was a good movie. We shouldn't be able to read each other's minds because marriages wouldn't work. Some of the things we think, it ain't gonna work. But that's what Twitter that's what Twitter has become. It's become, you can read my mind because anything I think, I'm a tweet. So now you know. So all that to just say is that you just got, like Roz said, you got to kind of keep some of that information in house so that you're not, you know, spilling your guts. But to me, I think it's one of those things where I think it's kind of similar. You know how like people, you know how people always say like, oh, like you shouldn't be a pilot, you shouldn't be a stewardess because airplane crashes and all that. But then there are more car crashes than like airplane crashes. But just in our minds, we think, oh, if you're a stewardess or a pilot, you could die. So it's just one of those things where I think it's just how we perceive it, that it could be worse than what it really is. I just think you kind of got to keep in mind that, you know, I just got to not just spill my guts. But and it's really the same rules you would have on a regular date. You won't want to spill your guts to somebody on the first date. You know, don't tell a dude you make $150,000 a year.
It ain't his business.
I wouldn't say that after the first couple of dates.
You don't ever need to really tell him that, really, until y'all in that engagement kind of process. That's
Right.
not his business.
So, I mean, I say try it. You know, I would definitely do it.
It's not her business either.
And I saw this special last night, and they were saying they have something like 1,500 dating websites.
Wow.
I didn't even realize that. And I mean, they were, it was on CNN, they were like having like dating websites for specific things, like bikers, or people who like horses, or people who like, you know, so you could get with people.
There's an HIV dating website. There's a herpes dating website. Like, yeah.
Wow.
There is.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I would say try one of the reputable websites, not necessarily the herpes website, but maybe something more.
No, but it's like for people who have herpes
today, so they can keep their herpes together. I understand. But if you don't have herpes, I would say try another site. So
like Match.com, I think it's pretty reputable. Or Steve Harvey's Locate Your Love. I think they actually send like a chaperone on like the first date or something.
Okay.
You know, so to me, that's a pretty safe bet. But I do want to say this: she's 37.
37.
You know, it's okay to be a little open to new things. I think some of your reservation and your hesitation may be the unwillingness to be open to new experiences. Be open but cautious. You know, put parameters in check. Have one of your girlfriends, you know, staked out at the restaurant that you're going to so she can see what he looks like. I know my girlfriends now, if they're going out on a date, they will text me the guy's information and a picture. So if something pops off, I know what to tell the police. You know, so sometimes you just be a little forward thinking.
It's a whole nother world out here in 2012.
It is.
So you 37, like I said, you my age, so this ain't like how it was back in the day. You ain't have to have nobody come on a date with you, none of that stuff. But you got people getting kidnapped, and you know how it is when black folk go missing. They don't care about us. So yeah, you may.
They're doing better.
They're doing better. Not as
TV
good
One
as
has a great show. Our Black and Missing. But it's a great show.
Not saying it's a great show.
They found people though.
Well, that's good.
They have located
I'm glad.
people.
But
so
if we could get on CNN, that'd be even better show. You know. So.
I think it's been. I think it's coming full circle.
All right, cool.
It
So,
is.
prayerfully, we answered your question. Give it a shot. Prayerfully, you meet somebody good. If not, we love to hear about whack dates. So let us know how bad it went. All right. TillDeathInfo.com. It's your man Kil.
I'm Dr. Roz.